No, no, his username is Oblivious. Oblivious, not Oblivious. Oblivious. I'm not oblivious to his username, which is Oblivious. Also, look, we're making pretty good headway down here, so I'm not about to stop. I'm going to go as far down as I can. How long have we been streaming for? 51 minutes? At the hour mark, if I haven't found anything super fantastical, I might just cry. I might just cry. I'm practically on the verge of tears as it is, so I don't really know how much longer I can sustain this. I don't know. We'll find out. Some of the noises these monsters make is just the worst. These salamander guys, dude. Absolutely the worst. You'll notice a strange absence of monsters on the way down here. Okay, yeah, we got a wall creeper up here, but aside from that, there's usually more monsters over here. Excuse me, sir. I need to get past you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, oh, Mr. Mogato. Domo. Okay, but this guy's fully decked out in armor. I'm not even going to... Good gosh! There is no winning this, is there? There is no getting down to the depths of this world. I've just got javelined by some dude straight out of the freaking ancient times. I just want to find some health canisters, some heart crystals, whatever they're called. That's all I want to do here. I'm not looking for anything super fantastical. I just want to do this one basic task. That's all. I'm not asking for a lot, am I? I'm not asking for a lot. I was told this is pretty early game stuff you get these things in. Yeah, Cub, it's completely early game. You go down there, you get it, it's good times. Am I asking for... What? Should I have set this game on, like, super, super duper easy? Is that an option? Can I change it now to, like, super duper duper easy mode? Like, super, like, hand-holding, super duper easy mode? Because that would probably be useful. Look at this. This guy's actually following me. That's how badly he wants me dead. What did I do to these monsters? There's got to be some sort of backstory where my character, as an adventurer, really upset all of these monsters, and for some reason they're all after him. I don't know what the backstory is, though, so I can't do anything about it. I don't know. Should I give them gifts? Should I take them to the movies? Should I just write a nice apology letter? I don't know what to do, because they all seem to be pretty irritated with me, and I can't seem to make it better no matter what I do. I just got to keep going. Got to keep fighting. Got to keep dying. Well, you know what? Gets to be a bit much after a while. Sometimes people just don't want to keep fighting. People don't want to keep dying. I just want to live happily. Why can't we all be living in harmony? Why can't we be friends? Why? Tell me why! Perfect. That's why. So this guy freaking one-shots with a javelin. We should probably not get within his range. Take a minor healing potion here. We'll get some HP. Oh, good, he's in the water. Okay, we'll get our money. We'll bypass him completely. And we'll just keep going. Good, see? And there's no way he's going to pursue me down here. There's no way he's going to be that interested in me. So we won't even worry about him. I mean, our goal is not to get into combat. Our goal is not to fight creatures. Our goal is to just get as deep into the world as we can without dying and getting incinerated. See this guy? This guy also wants to fight. I mean, he doesn't look like it, but he's totally up for a fight right now. Hi, IXI Gaming Dragon. How are you doing? You see the skeleton? He's really into a fight right now. He really wants to fight me. I don't want to fight him, though. I want to be a pacifist in this situation. Whoa, he dropped a heart. Good. We need some health. Let's go get that. Ease our way down here. Perfect. Good. We're all healed up now. Set to go. So we're back at the point of no return. This is the maximum depth we've made it to, with what looks like a railroad. Oh, this is new. I haven't seen one of these before. Well, fantastic. Let's kill these guys. Come on now. What is that? Come on, bat. I'm super paranoid that the second I switch to any other block, I'm going to instantly die. Ah, see, switch blocks. He comes after you. Cool. Let's see if we can get this. Ah, stop it! Stop it! Whoa, I got a lot of copper out of that guy. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna go deeper, because I mean, I've defeated 50 cave bats in my lifetime. That's a pretty good run of it, I guess. Dude, check that out. It's getting real creepy down here, folks. I don't know how I feel about this now. Got something here, though. Let's see if we can mine it. Amethyst. Dude, what's going on down here? Shh. Nobody panic. Nobody freak out. Nothing too strange going on yet. Check it out, pot. Get the pot. Wooden arrows. It says it wants me to put a card on here. Where's it going to take me? I don't know, folks. This looks like a disaster waiting to happen. I'll be completely honest with you. Oh, they're here! They're here! They're all here! All of them are here! They're all here, and they're all coming to get me, and they're all going to kill me. That's what's going to happen. Oh, I went right into their lair. Oh. I don't think we're going to find any heart canisters like this, are we? Do any of you guys know where to actually go specifically to search for these heart things? Are we just in the wrong biome or something? Is there a chance that they'll spawn more often in other places? Also, what is all this stuff? Cave bat banner. That seems like the kind of thing you'd want to display for friends to see. But we can't, so we won't, I guess. Oh, right, chest. I forgot we had a new chest that we got from down there. We'll place that up here, and we'll leave all of this stuff here. We don't need any of it. Cool. We'll go ahead and leave our money here as well, because we're not going to... I mean, we keep losing it anyway, so why keep taking it with us if we're just going to keep losing it? I have never played Daip.io. I don't know what it is. We're going to travel. We're just going to travel along the surface and see what we can find. The last time we did this, we came across a pretty happy, jolly place. It seems like the kind of place I want to spend more time. So we're just going to run over there, and we're going to do that instead. Boy, this live stream sure tanked, didn't it? Just to divert, we probably have a better chance of finding something cool. Well, you're probably right. I mean, I can't argue with you on that, mainly because I don't know what I'm doing in this game. But I'm tempted to just follow that technique and just dig a vertical shaft straight down rather than following all these caves where there's monsters and stuff. So I might just have to do that. Do you only do computer games for YouTube? No, I do computer games because I enjoy playing them. I mean, I don't play a whole lot in my free time. Generally, it's like a guilt thing. Like, anytime I sit down to record, or to play a game, I could be like, well, I could play this. Or I guess I could record. Because if I just play it, it's almost like it's a waste of time. But if I record it, I'm somehow... well, first off, it's going out on YouTube if I record it, so it does feel productive. Whereas just recording it, or whereas just playing it, I feel like... it's just guilt. Just like, I should be recording this, shouldn't I? There's certain games I do play that I don't record, though, because of, copyright and weird monetization rules. Like, I play a lot of Civilization 5 in my free time. I love that game. But they've got some really weird monetization rules that prevent me from playing it online. I'm not going to fight this guy again, because we all remember how that went. Do I have? I didn't bring any dirt with me. I reckon I can make that jump, though. Jump! Yes, of course I can. What's up, dude? Hi, you crazy maniac, you weird skull monster. We're just going to run. We're just going to see what the world holds for us on the other side. I don't know how far we're going to go. I don't know how far we're going to make it. I know I made a small world. Would you record Xbox games? No, because I don't have an Xbox. It's too much of a hassle to record them. The quality is lower than PC anyway. And the only game I'd care about playing on the Xbox that I can't play on PC is Halo 5, which I don't think would do very well on YouTube anyway. So, no. No, I would never do any kind of console game. You saved me! You're awful nice. I could use you, totally hire you to do some awesome stuff for me. Out in the forest, I was fishing, right? Well, guess what? A bunny hopped up to me. Then another hopped up, and another. Suddenly I'm surrounded by bunnies. One even swam up to me from the water, but it had no legs. I think that's a fish. I fell out of my chair in surprise, and all the bunnies scurried off. I want that bunny fish as a pet, so you better catch it for me. Okay, apparently I gotta catch that guy a bunny fish. That's a bit odd. This is a strange biome I've never seen before. What is this, an ocean biome, I guess? How do I need a boat. Am I at the edge of the world? I guess I'm at the edge of the world. Because I don't see any way, and the world's not generating any further that direction. Let's get some of these trees while we're here, because we don't have any of these. These are kind of cool. Palm wood. Nice, and we've got some acorns, so we can plant some more when we get home. You really want me to do this for you? Hey, just the sacrifice. I mean, competent fishing master I've been looking for. Dude, I don't even have a fishing pole, nor do I have the gear to make one. I could make you like a fire. You want a campfire? Does that sound good to you? Let's make a workbench. Let's see if we can possibly create with a workbench a fishing pole. I don't have the stuff. I think you need a cobweb to make the fishing hole, our pole, and all that stuff. So no, we're not going to be making this guy. We're not going to be making his dreams come true today, unfortunately for him. Well, we did it, folks. We ran all the way to the edge of the world. We now know what it looks like. Nothing was gained from that exercise other than the fact that we came, we saw, now we know. I've been told if you dig down next to a dungeon, you've got a good chance of finding some cool stuff. So we might as well. Again, nothing ventured, nothing gained, and nothing lost if we die, because all we'll lose is some money that we're not using anyway. Turn this back on, and then we'll just dig straight down. Just see what happens, you know? Hopefully a giant skull doesn't get... See? Immediately, chest full of cool stuff. Silver coin, torch, some lesser healing potions. We will take all of it. No, we will loot all. Excellent. We'll get a breath, and... See, the problem here is now... Is that guy going to come down here? I don't think so. We might need to dig off a bit to the side, because we're stuck in this water. I don't know what to do with the water. Oh, you know what? We'll dig like a water trap here. We'll drain all the water into here. Hey, what's up, Carl? What's up, Cub? You say, that's what you say. You say, what's up? I say, hello. Hello, hello. I'm doing well. How are you, Carl? Hello. Carl or Coral, like in The Walking Dead, because he can't say Carl correctly. It's Coral. I don't like that show. My brother loves that show. He watches that show all the time. I don't care for it at all. It's boring. Nothing ever happens. It's not interesting at all. We're going to dig straight down here because I see there's a bit of a chasm next to this thing. All the good treasure is inside of the Terraria dungeon, and inside of the dungeon next to us where Skeletor is. We're not going to fight Skeletor, though, because we're not ready. If we can't even fight Cthulhu, we're definitely not ready for Skeletor. Hey, slimy monster. Guess what I'm bringing with me? Got just a little bit of water. Just a little bit of water. Wet your whistle with some water? Okay, I was kind of hoping that would drown him. Not going to happen, though. That's fine. So this is how far I made it last time inside the dungeon, where I got killed by the dungeon guardian, who literally just chunked a massive skull at me. Can you join me? Well, you're currently watching the stream, so you're already here. You're already here. Take a look around. Also, no, I have no idea how that would work. I'm playing single player. I don't know how to do a server, nor... No, it sounds like a hassle. No. I mean, not to be rude or anything, but no, I'm too lazy. Okay. We don't want to dig into this stuff because we don't want to make it look like we're trying to sneak into the dungeon. Because if we do that, freaking Dungeon Master is going to come back out and get us again. So we want to avoid that at all costs. I can't dodge flying skeletons. That's not my forte. It's not where I'm skilled. So we're just going to completely avoid that. I'm going to continue to dig down right next to it, though, and see what we can find. Look at this. We found some copper, looks like. Do we need any? I don't think we need any right now. I think we're doing just fine with copper back home. We've got quite a bit of it. I don't know. I've been told I need to stop skipping copper. I need to keep gathering up all the ores, get all the ores, and maybe they're right. Maybe people are telling me the truth on that. The problem is I ask people for advice. You say a big hot dog. Huh. That's good. Hot dogs are delicious. We were talking earlier about going to get something to eat from McDonald's because too many people hate on McDonald's when they secretly love it. And I'm still loving the idea, just for reference. And I don't know. We'll see what happens. There's a bunny down here. How on earth did the bunny get down at the bottom of the earth? That doesn't make no sense at all. That don't make no freaking sense. Put that there. Sup, bunny? Dude, what are you doing back here, man? What, you got a secret? Got a secret back here, bunny? Got a bunny secret? You ain't got no bunny secret. Shrek you, bunny. You're not even interesting. Who would you like to meet? Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie? Well, they're both pretty great guys. I like both of them. They're very entertaining to watch. I think because PewDiePie, simply by virtue of the fact that he is the most famous YouTube gamer, I'd probably be pretty nervous meeting him. So I'd probably go for Jacksepticeye. He's pretty famous himself. And he's a really cool guy. But I think I'd be a bit more chill in his presence than I would be with PewDiePie. I hear PewDiePie's super nice, though. I don't know. Probably, I'll say Jacksepticeye because I'd bring my brother. He loves Jacksepticeye. I like Jacksepticeye. My brother loves the guy. So I'd bring my brother, and that'd be good for both of us. It'd be pretty enjoyable experience. Does that answer the question? I think that answers the question. Who would win in a fight between PewDiePie or Jacksepticeye? Now that's the big question. First off, we have to set up the rules. There is a chest in the ocean. Well, it's a bit too late for that now, isn't it? In a fight between Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, we've got to set up some rules. Are they allowed to bring their followers and let them fight? Because if so, PewDiePie has way more followers. I would argue, though, that his followers are a bit younger than Jacksepticeye's. So Jacksepticeye's followers would be a bit older, and they'd have the advantage of size, age, and experience. So if we pit them together, we take a normal size, like American football field. We put Jacksepticeye and his followers on one side, PewDiePie and his followers on the other, and we just have them run at each other. And, I mean, is it a fight to the death? I guess so. We'll give them all sticks and just tell them they have to beat each other to death. I'd say, we'd have swarms of younger viewers from PewDiePie, and they might very well have the advantage, but I think at the end of the day, the brute strength of the Jacksepticeye's older and more experienced fighters, plus they'd be able to take a hit better, because when you're younger and you take a hit, you're like, ah, and you're done. But when you're older and you take a hit, you're like, ah. So I think that they'd have like the rage factor on their side, and they do pretty good in that situation. I think Jacksepticeye and his followers would totally win. But if you're talking just one-on-one PewDiePie versus Jacksepticeye, I'm not sure what their workout regimes are. I don't know. I think PewDiePie, he's got like a tougher skin because I think he probably deals with more hate. So he could probably take a blow like a bit better. So I don't know how hard Jacksepticeye would hit him. But PewDiePie would probably have a thick enough skin to handle it. So it'd be pretty hard to land a good blow. They're both pretty scrawny. And I don't mean that in like an insulting way. I mean that they're just smaller guys, you know. It'd be a good fight, wouldn't it? I'd have to go with Jacksepticeye. He seems a bit more scrappy. And I think in a fight, he'd be a bit more scrappy than PewDiePie. PewDiePie, I think, he'd put up his own. He'd do a good job. He'd throw his own at it. But I think at the end of the day, Jacksepticeye would probably have the advantage there. Again, not based on any previous knowledge. I've never personally met either of them. I feel in my bones that that's the way the fight would go. And to be honest, it'd be a pretty good fight. I'd be interested in watching that. Would it be on pay-per-view, though? Because I don't get pay-per-view. I don't even have a television. I own a television, but I don't have like television service. I just watch things on YouTube, and I do a lot of Netflix and chill, and that's where I get all of my entertainment from. So I would not be able to pay per view unless it was like a paid live stream on like Twitch or something, which I guess would make sense. That would be pretty good. Would we be allowed to bet on it? I know in the States we wouldn't, because we have like this weird sense that, hey, betting on things is wrong. Which I guess you could say gambling is wrong, but if it's a free country, shouldn't people be allowed to do what they want to do, regardless of what other people think about it? Like, that's one of the things that's always bothered me. Like, you can't say we have a free society and then limit what people are free to do based on what your moral values are. Yes, you should not gamble. Agree with that 100%. No, we should not stop other people from doing it. It's the same argument with drugs. Should you take drugs? No, drugs are not good for you. Should you stop other people? No. It's a free country, and if people want to throw their lives away with drugs, that's their free. They can make that choice. They're free to do so. But we don't let people make those decisions for some reason. I guess we think that we have to make good decisions for other people, and it's silly. It's a really weird idea that we've got here. And it's not just us. I think most Western countries have that idea, that it's like the responsibility of the collective to make decisions for the individual, which is wrong. I think a lot of people get confused with the idea of America, that it's some sort of a mob rule situation where the majority gets to make the decisions for everyone. But that's not. The idea of America wasn't the freedom to elect dictators to enforce rules on us, because that's what a lot of people think democracy is. It's just choosing your dictator and choosing how to enforce rules on other people. The idea of America was freedom of the individual. That is to say, the individual makes their own life decisions, and the collective, the majority, the minority, no one else gets to tell them what they can and cannot do within reason. Anything that interferes with someone else's freedom is against the law, right? So you make this argument with people like, don't you think people ought to be free to do whatever they want to? Oh, so you think that people should be free to murder? No, because the act of murder imposes on someone else's freedom. So murder is forbidden. So you think they should be able to just steal from other people if they want to? No, because stealing things from other people imposes on those people's freedoms. I don't think you should be able to do things that imposes on other people's freedoms. I do, however, think you should be able to do things that you want to do, provided they don't impose on other people's freedoms, like drugs. People all the time. I don't do drugs personally. I don't think you ought to do drugs. We see Jevy says drugs are great. You know, Jevy, you're free to make that decision. I disagree. Hi, Mr. Dogue. I think drugs are pretty awful, and they've ruined a lot of lives. But if you want to do drugs, I don't think I should be able to stop you. I think you should be free to do whatever you just want to do. If you found an animal that was hurted, would you try to save it? Well, I mean, that's very off subject, but yeah, I tried to save a bunny once, like a little bitty bunny that my dog, not Kylo, this has been years ago, but like the family dog had gotten, and I found it in the woods, and it was like on the verge of death, and I took it in and I nurtured it back to semi-health. The thing you got to know about like wild animals though is they're very timid and they're very easily startled to death. Like you can stress a baby bunny to death. And so I put it in a box and I just left it alone. I'd feed it and then I'd leave it alone. And my niece was over and I told her, don't mess with the baby bunny, because if you mess with the baby bunny, you'll terrify the baby bunny. You're going to stress it out and it will die. And she'd constantly go sneak in to look at the bunny. And I finally was like, look, leave the bunny alone or you will kill it. If it dies, it will be your fault because you don't leave it alone. And she just kept doing it anyway. I kept telling her that. And then finally at one point, she walked in my room and she's like, the bunny is dead. And I'm like, why is it dead? How do you know? She's like, I went out to hold it. And I was like, you killed it. I told you to leave the bunny alone. So saving animals is always a bit of a disappointment.